Hi.
Can you say rainbow?
Rainbow. You're a naughty lad. Alright, it is attempt number 2 at almond croissant from All Press. If there is none, we will settle for a normal croissant. But I have had a croissant the last 2 days on the run.
Yeah.
This will be the 3rd croissant consecutively. Want to get out? But it'll be open now, let's go. We're in the new whip. It's the same. It's black. Everything's black. I vow to keep this one tidy and clean. Because one thing you learn walking through a car showroom is cars look better when they're clean. Otherwise, there's basically no point. Yo, big P-head mode, big wide angle P-head mode, man. Right, some home gym updates, some potential home gym updates, right? See that over there? That's just a light, ignore that, right? That space is gonna become relevant in about 30 seconds. So, I'm getting a infrared sauna, right? I would like a proper sauna, but they're massive and expensive. I did look at those like barrel ones, you know, you can stick them in your garden, but it's like $2.5 grand for just the thing. But that's if you assemble it yourself, which I can't do, mate. That'd be $2.5 grand straight in the bin. If you want them to actually assemble it, you're looking at like best part of 5 pretty much. I don't really have that much space in my back garden anyway. So settling for an infrared sauna for now, just a single person one. Also because I'm an influencer and people email me asking me if I want stuff and I say yeah. So said yeah, that's coming in a week or 2. I think I'm gonna stick it in that corner. It's only viable place right now. Let me just show you the setup, right? So this, obviously, that doesn't usually live there. This bench can move. That corner would be like the free space, right? Now, currently I have this dual pulley, which is from Primal, which is absolutely sick. If a little tall actually, because you can't do pull-ups there because there's a beam under there and whack me head. And I have this Smith rack from Primal, but actually white labeled from a company called Exigo. And like that, think that is just a bit shit. Could be better, right? Bars like made out of some kind of, got like some kind of thing that makes it actually pretty slippy, shit to do pull-ups on. These, I don't know why they are that thin, making all your plates like wobble and knock when you put anything back on. Mechanism could be better, just generally like, could be better, not thrilled with it. Anyway, so one thing I thought to free up space was get rid of both of these and just get a single station that does everything. Now, one issue with doing that is that like whenever you merge stations, you definitely lose a bit of efficiency, man. Like if you ever used just a leg curl and extension as the most basic example, they might be all right, but they're never as good as the individual machines, right? You always lose a bit in the design, lose a bit of like the ergonomics or something, right? So it would be good for saving space, but it would be bad because it probably wouldn't be as good as the individual things, right? And also, if I'm ever gonna like, if I ever start uploading fitness videos again, which might be never, but if I ever do, it means like when I'm filming stuff at home, all my training would basically be done in one spot. So all the shots would be like in the exact same place. Might get kind of boring, right? So I'm not sure whether to do that, whether to just stick with what I've got. The reason I'm thinking that is because once that's in the corner, even though there's space for it, it's then gonna start feeling a little bit cramped, you know what I mean? I also do want to kind of rejig the whole gym a little bit, but I can't because everything's proper heavy and I don't know how to take it apart and put it back again. Like if it was basic stuff, it was just like a rack or something, it'd be fine, but as soon as there's ball bearings involved, mate, I'm not doing it. Like this leg extension, I kind of do want to shift over a bit that way, but there's a 125 kg stack on it, and then the frame weighs about 100 kg, so I can't do that on my own. So if you've got one of those like trolley things where you like jack stuff up and wheel it around, give it to me, mate. Or if like 10 of you want to get round and help, not seriously. I'm not serious because I know people use wood, which is nice of you. I appreciate it. And even though I'm filming this right now and hypothetically making up the fact that 10 of you at least have offered, but I think you will. Anyway, so they're my musings about home gym. That's what I'm thinking about and don't know what to do. Let me know. Right, the other annoying thing is this boiler, right? How annoying is having a boiler in YouTube, man? It's so unglamorous, man. What I need is like a joiner to come around and just box that up, man. Just put a black box around that. Is that legal? Can you do that? Do you need access to your boiler and that? Will someone kick off when he comes to like service it? Someone let me know. Right, annoying thing number 3000. This garage door mechanism. Right, basically because it's an up and over door. It's got this rail, which means you got a height limitation, which means if you ever wanted to like shift your cables or something down there, you basically can't. So that's annoying. Should have, when I moved in, just basically completely replaced the door with like, I don't really know what you can do though, because you can do like a roller one, right? It goes into a box, but I think usually that box is on the outside, which is kind of ugly, man. You know what I mean? So owning a house, you're just plagued by like proper boring dilemmas, mate. Like boxing up boilers and that one. Cappuccino. Frothy coffee. I was watching something like some Scandinavian thing once. I heard someone say, frothy coffee. So apparently that's the thing, man. It means cappuccino. Yo, should I kneel on the floor? This is one of the realities of aging, right? Whenever you see a platform or just any object, you look at it and you think, could that facilitate a stretch? Could I stretch on that? You know what I mean? Could I ease my creaking body on this object? Anyway, it was probably a crotchal shot. I haven't uploaded a YouTube video on my main channel forever, man. I think it was like November, December time last year. A while ago for me. I'm semi-retired, man. I think every year I get Black Friday fatigue, because it's just a poisonous time of year, innit? You know what I mean? Even though I do make money, but the most money around that time of year, so you can't really complain. I mean, you actually can complain. You're allowed to complain, man. It's fine. Everyone's allowed to complain. I think there's a new thing, isn't there? It's not that new. Last 5 to 10 years, no one's allowed to complain about anything, man. Because there's this like relativism. Someone somewhere is in a war zone. That's no consolation if you stub your toe. Do you know what I mean? It's relative, right? Anyway, what was I saying? Sheesh, that's hot. Yeah, I think I'm destined to be a small YouTuber. You know what I mean? Partly I haven't uploaded on that channel for a while because, just Black Friday fatigue. Partly I just get a bit bored of, I only do stuff right when I feel like doing it, which is probably the most fucking privileged sentence anyone's ever said, but you can do that, man. It's 2025. Some people, but it's possible. It's possible to get to a place where you can do that anyway. And like sometimes I'm just not that enthused about making fitness videos. You know what I mean? Like I'm still enthusiastic about going to the gym. I'm just not that enthusiastic about talking about going to the gym, which I think is understandable after like 12 years of doing so. So just take longer breaks, don't I? Do you know what I mean? I'm not retiring or anything, but I'm just taking longer breaks. I think I'm destined to be a small YouTuber. It's just more fun, man. Because the thing is, like, YouTube's really fun for me anyway. And I think if you find something so fun, then there's a high chance that eventually you'll make money out of it, right? And then if you make money out of it, there's a high chance that eventually it won't be fun anymore. And it's the cycle, man. What that means is you have to start small YouTube channels forever. Obviously, everyone subscribes because you're so sound and people just want to chill with you. That's what we're doing now. That's what I'm saying. And then your channel gets big and then you make money. And it gets a bit less boring than that. Less boring? I made no sense then. Then it gets a bit less fun. And then you have to make a small channel again. That's the cycle. It's good though, because not only is it more fun to be a small YouTuber, people also like small YouTubers more. You know what I mean? And obviously that's the purpose of life. For people to like you. for people to think you sound. So, anyway, that's some of my thoughts on being a small YouTuber. Today, I am making YouTube videos, dealing with app stuff, practicing some piano. I'm doing piano lessons now, right? I've got like 10 piano lessons booked in just every other week. The difficult thing though is like finding the time to practice between them, because you turn up the week after and she's like, have you practiced? And you're like, no. I've got a toddler and he's crazy. He's crazy. Anyway, that's it. I'm going to train something. Legs, I think. Just roll with it, man. See what life brings. Oh, it's upside down. Right. Last few books. The Ascent of Money. Interesting. Gets a bit dry. The Plague. Alright. Probably wouldn't recommend, actually. I know, like, Camus is supposed to be a bit of a philosopher guy. If you are more intelligent than me, you might like this. I think it gets a bit abstract to the point where you're like, what's he actually saying? But maybe I'm just dumb. This is a book for people who haven't read a book in like 4 years and they just want to read something super easy. Dead small chapters, written easy, light, funny, you know, like decent, semi-interesting. I wasn't gripped like, but it was easy reading. That's like stepping stone if you haven't read a book for ever. I asked for this for Christmas. Pretty interesting. I mean, the guy talks a lot about his life. Not a lot, but too much, I think, because I just want to know about T-Rex and like how big it was and that. How big it's... Kiddo out having a croissant with his ma while his dad sits at home and works, mate. One of the major drawbacks, right? One of the major drawbacks. I'm balancing this phone on I'm balancing on this camera on a phone, even though I'm literally surrounded by tripods. Stay there, you. Right, 1 second. Book as well, mate. Right, is that better? We just karate kick door number 2 of this vlog. One of the major downsides of making videos as part of your living is just the sheer amount of gear you have to deal with, mate. I am literally surrounded by like tripods, lights, microphones, just everything, mate. The sheer amount of gear. 1, 2, yes. This is the good microphone for voiceovers. I've used it once. That's nice. Do you want to see the biggest offender, right? Mags gets fuming at this because he gets left on the kitchen table for like 4 days straight. That's an overhead, not tripod, because it's only got 2 legs. It's an overhead bipod. It's an overhead thing. You know what I mean? Because even though the tripod does go overhead, you end up with legs in the way you shot. Don't really work. Or your camera gets too heavy and pulls it over. You know what I mean? It's just a logistical nightmare. So this office used to be pleasant to sit and work in. Now I'm just under a pile of apparatus, mate. Which means shit, I need a bigger house. Oh my god. How can you always need a bigger house, man? I mean, having a kid does that, but also having a YouTube channel does that. Right, anyway, you better crack on with some shit. Okay, so about 3 weeks ago we were going to come to Knowsley Safari Park. For Cass, obviously. For us as well, but mainly for the kid. Okay, 50-50. And on the morning that we were about to leave, Cass developed...
Drop its window up.
Why?
You don't have windows open to go on the thingy.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, my kid just nearly got ragged by a zebra. So on the morning that we were about to leave, he developed hand, foot and mouth disease, which sounds like something you get if you live in like squalid conditions, man. But trust me, it's just something kids get, man. So we rearranged. Today is that day. Go and see giraffes and stuff, man. Been telling him for weeks he's gonna go see monkeys, so might have to drive through the monkey bit. Let's do it. Wow, look at that neck. Don't put us in the ditch.
What is it? What is it?
Yeah.
Deer. Good boy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, they're walking, aren't they?
Eating.
Eating, yeah. Eating. Bye.
Mine, not mine.
In a minute, darling.
You're insured if your car gets goosed by a rhino.
She says you're not insured.
Hey, giraffe. Hello. Up to you, fella. Okay, so ignore that patch of paint. That's just testing some colours. So this back wall, this was old dressing room, as is evidenced by marks on the carpet from where wardrobes were. Gonna be baby girl's room, so doing a bit of decorating today. Gonna panel this back wall, just some MDF strips, and then like a moulding inside. So next update will be complete wall. Yeah, I love you. Ah, I love you too. Go and show us what your dad did. Go and show us the DIY.
Yeah.
Walk past the ball without booting it challenge. Impossible. What are you saying about a bit of paneling? Obviously needs priming, and then painting, and then everything else needs doing. But you reckon, lad? Just think about the craftsmanship. Naughty. Didn't really have a fine enough saw, so some of the joints probably could be a touch neater. Wanna come up? Everyone a big kick. Oh wait. It's a bit closer to the door, you might. Okay, ready? Right, go on, run and do big kick. Wow, posting in. Belter, lad. Bam. Get in the solar quick before you let all heat out. Oh, no. I didn't spin me. It's fine. I didn't spin the screen round, so I can't see myself. I'm immediately extremely insecure. It's fine. Anyway, the sauna arrived. One immediate question that's hitting me is, are microphones designed for use inside a sauna? I would hazard a guess at no. So we'll find out about that. I think the audio does sound a bit disgusting, but if it is actually disgusting when I put it through the computer, then I'll just clean it up. It's fine. I'll do that for you. Anyway, thought I'd chat to you from the sauna. Do you know what? It'd actually be a pretty sick. I should just rig it all up and just do. I don't know what rig it all up means. I just use that phrase sometimes. It sounds like you know what you rig. People who say rig, they know what they're doing. Do you know what I mean? Rig it all up, make it into a podcast studio, man. Just a little one-manner, little solo sauna podcast on. Just me just panting down the microphone for 45 minutes every 3 months. Because that's how prolific I am with just generally getting content out there, which is annoying because like when I do actually get content out, I'm always I hate the word content almost as much as I hate the word influencer. But you don't need another person to like rant about that word or those words. So let's move on. It's annoying that I don't manage to get much content out because when I do, I'm always like quite what's the word? Buoyed by the response. Like I feel like me and other people. Oh no, that's cheesy. I was gonna say our mates But that's cheesy. Yeah. It sounds like you're trying to do a thing. Sounds like you're trying to do a thing where you be personable and relatable. Right. I want to tell you about one of my just a major struggle, a major person. Fuck! Don't touch them. It does say don't touch them. Anyway, just a major defect of my personality that I struggle with on a daily. Right. I have a real, like, I would say distaste. I would say phobia, maybe. Of it's really hard to explain. It's hard to pinpoint exactly. I think predictability, not in terms of like lifestyle, like routine, anything like that, because I've got quite a predictable day to day, right? I mean like predictability in like conversations. Like nothing offends me more than like a cliche. I think I'm judgmental. I think I'm a judgmental person, man. I think, but not directly at like individuals, but at like just obvious statements. You know what I mean? Or like cheesy stuff, or like cliches, things like that. I find it quite unsettling. I think that's my problem, because you know, I think it's my worst fear to be just highly just fucking unoriginal, man. Which is a just an ego problem. Because get over yourself. Who's asked? What do you think you're gonna be? Like a unicorn. And B, ironic, because I've done about 800 full day of eating videos on my YouTube channel. So anyway, that's just a brief foray into the psyche of Joe Delaney's idiosyncrasies. Anyway, I'm in a sauna, which is quite obvious at this point. It's from a company called Nook. I got it for free. It's a single person infrared sauna. Not for free. I mean, I do have to advertise it in return, right? That's the thing. That's not quite for free. It's in return for work, which obviously has monetary value. It's easy work, but it's still, you know what I mean? There's mutual back scratching going on, man. This isn't the advert. It'd be a long intro if it was. I'll do that somewhere else. I'll do that on Instagram or something. This isn't it. But anyway, it's part of my life now, so I'm in this sauna. I was skeptical, because infrared saunas don't go as hot temp-wise, but you do absolutely piss sweat. So I think it's still getting you. It's definitely still getting me. Now I just have to convince myself that I deserve 30 minutes of doing nothing a few times a week. You know what I mean? Which is the harder battle to actually get in it. So that's the thing. I think that's all the things for today. I don't think I've got any things left. I might end this video because it's been, I think, long. Has it been long? I don't know. I don't even know what's going to be in it. So the issue is I don't want to get out of here and let all the heat out. So I might just leave that clip running. I've got at least another 15 minutes, man. That'd be not fair on you. I wouldn't have to upload it all, obviously, but be different, wouldn't it? You know what I mean? Be original, at least. All right, bye.